The Dallas Cowboys are back at AT&T Stadium to take on the Los Angeles Rams in Week 8 of the NFL season. Matthew Stafford and Aaron Donald are headed to Arlington to take on Dak Prescott and Micah Parsons. This Week 8 matchup is set to kick off at 12 p.m. Central Time, the Cowboys at 4-2, the Los Angeles Rams at 3-4. But don't let the records fool you. This will once again be a close and nail-biting game for the Cowboys. So let's break down the Cowboys versus Rams, who to watch, what to know, and how the Cowboys can get out of this game with a win. Plus, there's a surprise for everyone at the end of this video, so let's get into it. I think it's safe to say that the Cowboys have had one normal game all season long. They've won 3 of their 4 games by 40, 20, and 35 points. They've also lost the game by 32. So 4 of 5 games have been a blowout. For the Cowboys, a good offensive game plan and execution is what many of us fans want to see. So far this season, that unit has been inconsistent from week to week. Against the Chargers, the Dallas offensive line struggled and Dak Prescott and the receivers played well. And then it seems like after another week, Dak Prescott and the receivers won't play well and the offensive line will be dominant. What we want to see is that unit play well together. Be consistent from week to week, and that starts against Aaron Donald and company. The Dallas offensive line needs to be better than we saw in week 6. They got pushed around, made Dak move a lot more than he should have, and overall just had a bad game against the other LA team. Luckily, Dak was playing some of his best football. He moved around in the pocket and made things happen down the field with his arms and legs. I just want to see Dallas have a better game on Sunday up front. The entire offensive line is healthy as of recording this video. There should be no reason that they can't push other teams around, whether that be in the run game or passing game. But for this game in particular, being good in pass protection might be the key. Because if you keep Dak Prescott clean in the pocket, there are big plays to be made on this LA secondary. Like the Week 6 game, the Cowboys wide receivers have a favorable matchup against these Rams corners. None of these guys are very good in zone or man coverage. They've really struggled to start the year. It's a young bunch, and they're really just getting their feet wet in the NFL. So Dak should have plenty of opportunities to find CD, Cooks, or Gallup in this game. And if I were the coaching staff for the Cowboys, I'm throwing at all 3 corners all day long. And I think having success through the air starts with targeting CeeDee Lamb early and often. We've talked about it ad nauseum on this channel. I'm tired of vouching for CeeDee Lamb to get the ball 10 to 12 times a game. It's the easiest thing to do. The Cowboys just haven't done it consistently. It's week 8 and nothing has changed for me. Find a way to get Lamb involved. You have great matchups on the outside or in the slot. Take advantage of these poor cover corners. One good reason for trying to attack through the air is because I think things will be more limited on the ground. Like we've talked about, the Cowboys offensive line hasn't been good in the run game. Pollard has had 1 above average game in 6 so far. And that starts with the Rams Hall of Famer Aaron Donald, who is still a damn good player in LA. But it hasn't just been Donald. They've had other defensive linemen play well to start the year. I'm not saying it's impossible to run the ball against the Rams, but my favorite matchup for the Cowboys to exploit is going to be in that secondary. Throw the ball all over these guys. Witherspoon, Kendrick, Kobe Durant. Attack that weakness and keep Aaron Donald at bay. Now, before we continue, let's look at my picks for this weekend's game on Prize Picks. All you have to do is pick if a player will go for more or less than their projection, and you could win this weekend. For this game, I have Dak Prescott for more than 251.5 passing yards, Tony Pollard for less than 63.5 rushing, CeeDee Lamb for more than 70.5 receiving, and Travis Kelce for more than half a touchdown catch. That is a $50 power play that could win $500 if all 4 are correct. When you use my code DoubleMove at sign up, you get a 100% deposit match. Want to deposit $50? Prize Picks will give you $50 more to play with. Even if you just want to try it out and play this weekend, deposit $10, they'll match that as well and give you 10 more to play with this weekend. So head down to the top comment on this video, click that link, and use code DoubleMove when you sign up. Now, let's get back into the video. Let's preview the Rams offense versus the Cowboys defense. 2 units that have both had their ups and downs to start the year. The Rams have scored 155 total points this season, which ranks 11th in the NFL. The Cowboys have allowed 100 points this year, which ranks 2nd. For the Rams offense, they have weapons at their disposal. Matthew Stafford is still a good quarterback that can make big-time throws and beat you with his arm. On the outside, Dallas is going to be responsible for covering the stat sheet stuffer wide receivers in Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. Stephon Gilmore and Deron Bland are going to be tested heavily on the outside. Los Angeles loves to throw quick slants, drag routes underneath, and then beat you over the top with a double move. Hey, no pun intended. For Bland, we saw him struggle at times with Keenan Allen in those double moves in Week 6. Luckily, Herbert missed a couple of those throws. But I have to imagine that the Rams offense has seen that on tape, and it's something that they're going to try in this game. Bland cannot bite on that double move and get beat over the top for a big play. You can't expect Stafford to miss like Herbert was. Other than the Week 6 game and a couple of routes here and there, Bland has been pretty exceptional in stepping in for Trayvon Diggs, and he'll need to be good once again this week. The one thing that you can definitely say about Sean McVay and the Rams offensive coaches is that they know how to get their best receivers the ball at will. Whether that be on drag routes, slants, posts, rub routes, it doesn't matter. Stafford can absolutely get the ball to the receivers at a high rate, and they will put up crazy numbers. They do a good job of identifying when those opportunities are there and executing at a high rate. Last week, Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua, the 5th-round rookie from Yale, had 4 catches for 120 yards and 4 first downs against man coverage. They made it a point to get him the ball, even with Cooper Kupp in the game. For Dallas, shutting down both of these guys is going to be tough, and you're going to need a good game from both of your outside corners if you have any hope of stopping this Rams offense. Kupp or Nacua could be a favorite target on any given day. Stafford is going to throw at the guy who has the best matchup. Luckily for the Cowboys, their cornerback play has been pretty good, all things considered. Where they've struggled is in the safety room. That unit has been a liability. According to PFF, Donovan Wilson is ranked 82nd out of 84 qualified safeties this year. He is the 3rd worst graded safety in football right now. Jaron Kearse is ranked 77th out of 84. Malik Hooker is about the only hope. He ranks 33rd out of 84. The Cowboys safety room just hasn't been good so far in 2023. You best believe that the Rams have seen that on tape, and they're going to make these safeties cover, whether that be Wilson on Nacua or Kupp. What the Rams don't do particularly well on offense is run the ball, whether that be because of a lack of talent in the backfield or a weaker offensive line. The Cowboys defense has been surprisingly good in the run game the past few weeks. They allowed just 53 yards on the ground to the Patriots, 51 to Christian McCaffrey, and 27 to Austin Eckler. They've shut down the run game much better than we saw last year. So that's something they're going to need to keep up this week. Reducing the Rams' run game to nothing is going to allow these pass rushers to pin their ears back on 3rd and long passing situations, which is exactly when this defense flourishes. If teams are staying ahead of schedule, the Cowboys' pass rush is pretty much negated. So what they're going to need to do in this game is get teams to 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, and so on, so they can rush the passer and really get to Matthew Stafford. To me, this game comes down to 2 people, and neither one of them are actually playing in this game: Dan Quinn and Sean McVay. Quinn is going to have to find a way to limit these wide receivers at least a little bit on the outside. Whether that be playing more press coverage, disguising some of the man-to-man stuff, getting creative with blitz packages, it's not going to be an easy task to stop Sean McVay from doing what he does. But it's not impossible either. So what do you guys think? What are your predictions for this game? Head down to the comments and let me know. Comment your score predictions. And mine for this game is Cowboys 27, Rams 26, a nail-biter once again. But the Cowboys get it done, and I have a feeling we're going to see a defensive touchdown in this game. But we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Bye.